Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. So today's video, I am so excited to film. I can't tell you. I love Christmas. I can't wait for it to be here. I know for some of you it might be too soon, but believe me, I've been wanting to film this video since about July, and I don't know, this video is probably going to be 100 hours long. I've tried to cut it down, but I could also have put another 20 items in here, to be honest. And you know, new things are coming along all the time, but I thought, no, we've got to get prepared, we've got to get our lists going. So I'm hitting you with my absolute favorite picks, my top selections for my Christmas gift guide. What the hell is that noise? Brilliant time to take your bins out. So I'm going to be sharing with you things that I have that I think would make great gifts, things that I would love to receive at Christmas, things that are either on my wish list or on my gift list, things that I think that would make an amazing gift for somebody that I know and love, and everything in between. Just all of the best gifts that I have seen for a beauty or a makeup lover, or just a human. You know, just a human being who loves a gift. I'm hitting you with my absolute creme de la creme pick of the picks Christmas gifts. If you are like myself and you are looking for ideas for yourself, you want to show this video to a loved one, you want to send this to your other half and say, you know, just anything from this video, that's what I'm here for. Likewise, if you're not sure what the best gifts are out there, I'm here to help you out. So to start with, this part of the video is sponsored by my friends at Sleep & Glow. If you have been here a while, you'll know that this pillow, I have been raving about this pillow since I got the original one in like February time. So I've been using this for, you know, a long while now, and they recently sent me their brand new pillow. So this is the Omnia Sleep & Glow pillow. It's an anti-aging pillow designed with these cutouts to stop your face getting smushed and squished while you sleep. If you are a front or a side sleeper like I am, it's specifically for us, because if you sleep on your back, you're like an angel anyway, you know? But if you sleep on your side or your front, you are squishing your face, you're creating those sleep wrinkles and puffiness, and you're just, you know, doing all kinds of damage to your hair and your skin and your neck and your back. And for me, I don't want to say throw around words like life-changing, but honestly, this pillow has really made a huge difference to my life, because I get a lot of migraines and also neck problems. And if you Google like neck pain, one of the first things that will come up every time is don't sleep on your front and don't twist your neck when you sleep. And I sleep in that terrible body down, face to the side position that could not be worse for your neck. So this was really a game changer for me. I've had so many less migraines and also neck problems since I started using this. I actually forgot or did not think to take this with me when I went to stay in my holiday home for a week, and my neck was completely wrecked by the time I got back. So I will never be without it now. This new version has like an extra layer that you can choose to take it out or keep in, so it's a bit like higher, which suits me perfectly. You can sleep on your back on this pillow. It has a perfect design for back sleepers as well, but if you are a demon side or front sleeper like me, you will notice a huge difference in how comfortable you are and how much support it gives to your neck. It's like sleeping on a cloud. Like your face doesn't get squashed, it feels just like an angel is holding your cheek while you sleep. Now, it is an expensive purchase, and it is something that might not be for everybody. Like, you know, it takes some getting used to. It's so different to like a regular pillow. They do like a 30-day trial. So if you use it for 30 days and you know what, you can't get used to it, your money is safe. It's definitely an investment, definitely something that is like a long-term purchase. I absolutely love mine. And like I said, as far as like my neck and my migraines and just how comfy I am and how I wake up and whether or not I can move, I can't recommend it highly enough if you are, like me, a front demon sleeper. So next up, a glorious gift, something that I feel like any makeup lover would love to receive on Christmas Day, and this is the Hourglass sculpture. Hang on, it's very, very smudgy. The Hourglass, the very shiny and polished Hourglass ambient lighting edit, and this is the sculpture the newest one. I love this. I feel like if you like Hourglass products, you've liked these palettes before. This is my favorite one, color story wise and performance wise. Particularly the bronzer and the highlight in here are glorious. We know the finishing powders are the same finishing powders that they include most of the time in here, and they are in their existing line. But yeah, the bronzer and the highlight in here are everything. Everything in here I can use, which is brilliant, because a lot of the time there are at least a product or two that you can't use when you get a palette like this. I just think this is such a great holiday Christmas gift because it's so luxurious. It's a real treat, and it's something that is definitely a want versus a need. For me, I tend to ask for like Christmas presents or want Christmas presents that are things that I don't necessarily need, but I would just like to have, or they're nice to have. They're a treat that you may or may not want to buy for yourself, but you would love someone else to buy for you. Next up, what I feel is a great gift, because it seems like really over the top luxurious to buy for yourself. So that's like the perfect gift bracket for me. And that is a super luxury lipstick. So this is the Jimmy Choo lipstick. I mean, the fact that it has like a bed, you put it to bed when you're finished, is, I mean, I just die. The packaging, the little ball, I mean, I feel like a queen, and this is like my chalice. I feel like Elsa, you know? That's what I feel like when she was crowned. I don't know if you are subjected to these Disney films. That's how I feel. This shade is called Coral. You guys die whenever I pull this out because it's just the most glorious shade. But you know, obviously shade is like going to be a personal choice. This is my favorite shade, the shade that I chose, but I just feel like a luxury lipstick that's going to give you all the bougie feels and the luxurious packaging and the glorious prettiness. What a great Christmas present. I mean, it literally looks like a bauble on the end. Next up, Rephr, my friends at Rephr, are doing a holiday brush set. So it contains these 3 brushes. Obviously mine are used because I just got them this week and I wanted to try them out before I talked in too much detail about them and tell you what I've been using them for and loving them for. This is such a good set. I feel like these 3 brushes really filled a gap that I had in my collection. One was for an awesome setting brush, an all over setting brush that is nice and light and fluffy and not super dense and adding a lot of powder. Just, you know how I barely use powder. When I do, it's a very light dusting that I want, and this ticks that box perfectly. So this is the number 25 and it's in their holiday set, and that's what I've been using it for. You could also use it for like, you know, a big bronzing brush, but that's going to be my use, is a dusting of setting powder. It's just so soft and lovely. It's the perfect size to give yourself a little dusteroo. I just love it. It's just exactly what I was looking for and have been looking for powder. Next up, the number 24, so the second larger brush in the collection. And this I've been using for foundation and it is flawless. I feel like this is going to be my foundation brush from now on. Before I was using the Rephr 17. This is just a bit bigger and it's got more of a domed shape. So it does the job quicker, but so flawless and smooth, doesn't leave brush strokes. You need very little product. That's how I'm going to use this, I think, the most, but it's definitely a versatile one. You can use this with any kind of cream cheek products, highlight. Definitely a cream bronzer would do beautifully with this brush. Cream blush, anything like that. You could also use it for, you know, powder contour, blush, etc. Very versatile little number. So that's always good in a little set like this. And then obviously this teeny little diddy detail brush. This I've been using for my lower lash line. That's how I used it today. So precise, so diddy. So I think this makes a really nice set. And anyone who's like into brushes, doesn't know where to start, this is like a very nice set that's actually really reasonably priced for the larger brushes. So yeah, that's the brush set I'm recommending to you. And next up, I'm gonna have to undo it because it's currently on me, on my lap. Bear with. This water bottle I talked about in my recent haul, but do you know what I didn't realise? I did not realise that it tied around your waist. I did not know that. I think I just thought this tied it up. And then when I got it out, it has this little loop. So you can tie this around your waist and walk around the house with it there. Is it just me that finds that like the most exciting news of the year. If you get period pain, if you get neck pain, you can tie it around your neck. Back pain, you can put it actually over one shoulder and wear it like a little harness. Oh my God. I mean, as if it's not life-changing enough, a water bottle that's this size. The fact that you can just walk around it with it attached to you, life-changing. And don't think I won't go on the school run with this up my jumper, because I will. And I'm not sorry. Next up, something I don't have, but I saw it online and thought, yes, what a great present. So this is the Estee Lauder Mini Lipstick Set. Now they have a few different sets. There might be one that's better for you. I think there's a set of reds, but this set contains Peerless, which you guys, whenever I wear that, you were all like, what lipstick's that? What lipstick? And I know, it's the most perfect, slightly deeper nude lipstick. That formula is like to die for. I love it. I'm obsessed with that formula. One of my absolute favorites, and it's in that set. And you've just got the most wearable lipsticks. So if you're buying for a friend, you don't really know, lipstick is so personal. You don't know what is going to suit them, what their preference is going to be for lipstick. You cannot go wrong with that set, can you? Who is not going to like at least all of those shades? Who's not going to like them? You can't not. You can't. So that I feel like is an amazing gift. Amazing gift. And reasonably priced as well, because they are minis. But there are sets of the full size, and there are different colour combos to choose from. So, by the way, I should say that if I talk about something and then you can't, I've linked everything as best as I can in the description box. But if when you click on it and you're in America, it's a slightly different version. I think there are some of these products that are slightly different, US versus UK. Some of the sets, they're like might have a different name or a slightly different combo, but I've tried to find the closest I can, US and UK. I'm getting out of breath with all the excitement. Next up, something that is going on my Christmas list, and it is a new pair of Hunters, and this is the pair that I've chosen. If you don't know what Hunters are, I don't know if Hunters are like, these are like an institution here in the UK. I think that, like, the Queen wears them. Okay, they have that like royal stamp. So Hunter Wellington boots, the dream. They're amazing. They're the best wellies going. And at the moment, it's all I'm wearing. I just have the plain original Hunters. But I mean, the only place we're allowed to go at the moment is the school run or on a walk. So everywhere I go at the moment, it's muddy. There's been a lot of rain here. It's cold. It's wet. There's puddles. Wellies are like the way forward. But most people's wellies, they're not the most stylish, are they? These ones, I mean, they're glorious. They're just so beautiful. So these are Wellington boots that just look like glorious, beautiful, stylish fashion boots. So yeah, perfect for school run. I have to walk down a really muddy, puddle-filled lane on our school run, so I can just whack these over my jeans and I look like an absolute dream. And it keeps my tootsies warm and dry, so what more could you want? But yeah, these, love it. I think these are a great gift because they're quite fun as well. And they're just all I'm going to wear for the next 6 months until summer returns. Next up, another luxury lipstick. Now, I don't own this one, so this one is going on my list. And this is the Louboutin lipstick. Much like the Jimmy Choo, the whole packaging and experience of this is like to die for. It just looks like a dream. It, again, looks like something you could wear as a necklace, looks like something you could hang from your tree in the most divine Christmas decoration. I mean, if you hung them all over your tree, it would cost you like £1 million, but it would look pretty good, wouldn't it? Like a makeup tree. Just think of that, just picture that for a minute. I digress. Again, there's a shade and a finish of this lipstick for everybody. So it's going to be up to you, personal preference, which shade you go for, which finish, whether it's a matte or a sheer or a glossier lip. But again, I just don't think you can go wrong. If someone gets to open one of these on Christmas Day, they are going to be happy, aren't they? Next up, another life-changing item for me, and these are the Ricky by Ricky mirrors. I didn't bring mine down because they are rather large. I was very generously gifted these, like, I think a year ago. Time has ceased to exist in my life. I don't know about yours, but some time ago, I was very, very generously gifted the Ricky Tall, which is the big one, and then the Ricky Skinny, which is kind of your everyday sized mirror. And these are the best lighted makeup type mirrors that you can buy. The Ricky Tall is just, if you have like a not great lighting situation where you have to do your makeup like I did, especially if you're trying to do it at night, Like I used to have to try and get a torch out, and who knows what I looked like when I left the house, because I had basically done my makeup in the dark. So this was life-changing for me. I can now see my face at all hours. It's just amazing, the quality of them, and I never have to charge them. You know, I just love everything about them. They come with a little magnifying attachment, so if once you want to do your brows or you want to do some details, then you could just attach the magnet mirror, or I have my tool here, and then the magnifier attaches to the little one, and so I can just turn here to do my brows, and I'm living my best life. These are such a great present, and I'm sure these are always they always have good sales. Black Friday, I'm 100% confident there's going to be a Black Friday Ricky by Ricky sale, so hang on to your hats on that one. Next up, the Celestial Divinity eyeshadow palette. If you're looking for an eyeshadow palette to gift someone or to receive, I think it's got to be this one, isn't it? It's just, I mean, you look at that, and doesn't say like a Christmas present to you? I don't know. I think you might be looking at the wrong place, because it's just so beautiful. I love playing with this. It just gives me so much joy, and Christmas is just all about the joy. All about the joy, and we've got to find joy wherever we can at the moment, and this is where I find my joy. It makes my heart happy. Again, you cannot go wrong with this. Anyone you gift this to who's into makeup in the slightest is going to bite your hand off and love you forever. And I will say, at the moment that I'm filming this, it may go up probably tomorrow. So today is Thursday. This is probably going to go up Friday, this video. This is currently vastly reduced on Selfridges. So if you're in the UK, or even if you're in the US and you had a delivery pass, this is like £20 less than it was, I think, on Selfridges. A lot less. Selfridges had vastly inflated prices, and then Pat McGrath raised her prices and thought we wouldn't notice to match Selfridges prices, which was shady. Very shady. This started off as £60. I think it's now 50 something on Selfridges, and it's 74 on Pat's website. So get yourself a bargain. This is Angel's Share by Kilian. If you don't know, I am a big fragrance buff. I love fragrance. I love learning about notes. I love niche perfumes and houses, and I just love everything about perfume. I am obsessed with perfume websites. I'm always on there looking for new perfumes, looking for new scents to try, and I'm very fussy. I don't really like designer perfumes. I don't like perfumes that you might find, you know, in a counter. I want to find rare scents that don't smell like everybody else, that smell a bit different, but unique. I like unisex, or even scents that traditionally would be associated with being men's fragrances. Is kind of what I lean towards. I want to be sexy. I want it to be warm, spicy, unique, and I want everybody to smell me all of the time and tell me I'm the best smelling thing they've ever smelled in all of their days. It's not much to ask, is it? I don't love blind buying perfumes. I don't like buying perfumes that are expensive without smelling them first, but I made an exception for this one for a few reasons. One, it's limited edition. So that was alarming. Two, reading the note pyramid of this perfume. So if you don't know, the note pyramid would show you what the scents are in this perfume. So your top notes, that's the first notes that you smell. Your base notes are what you're left with once it's fully dried down. You've been wearing it for a little while, and your middle notes are the middle ones. So I read those, I watched a lot of reviews, I read a lot of reviews, and it just sounded like I really couldn't go wrong. It sounded like my dream. Kilian does refillable fragrances, so you know that once it's run out, you can buy a refill for a lot less than an original bottle, because his bottles are so luxurious. Let me show you. I'm dead. So one of the notes in this fragrance is cognac, and you can see, I don't even have to tell you what the bottle is supposed to represent. It's just to die for. It looks like the most glorious, finely cut glass that you've ever seen in your life. It looks like the most expensive glass filled with cognac that you've ever seen in your life. I'm dying. I sprayed it. I don't know if I necessarily even cared at the point when I saw it, what it smelled like, but my God, the smell of this fragrance, I'm dying. As soon as I sprayed it, my husband was working in the office. He could smell it from in there. he came out and he was beside himself. He was like, that is the best perfume I've ever smelt on you. He absolutely was all up in my neck, and that's what I've heard about this. I tried Love by Kilian, which is the Rihanna fragrance, the fragrance everybody is obsessed with. It's too sweet for me. If you like that whole vibe, if you want everyone to be all over your neck, if you want everyone to ask you, what is that fragrance? What is that fragrance? It's got to be this one. It's so sexy and rich and warm, and it's got that boozy note in there that just seems to last and last. I think it's incredible. One of, if not my favorite scent ever. It is limited edition and it's selling out quickly everywhere. I feel like I got the last bottle of this from actually Kilian's website. At the moment, again, filming this, it is in stock where I've linked it down below, but it may have already sold out. But if it does come back in stock, I'm sure I hope it will. I hope. It's divine. If you like my type of notes, if you like boozy perfumes, if you like a little bit of sweetness but you don't want to smell like a candy store, then chef's kiss. Next up, one for the hair, the GHD Hot Rise brush. Now, I very briefly gave this a little zhuzh this morning. I just kind of mainly used it at the front on this side and had a little play of it through this side. Now, what you can see is it's not curled my hair. It's not giving me curls. It's just giving me a bit of like life and lift and shape, which I love. My hair is completely flat if I don't use this. So it just gives me a bit of zhuzh, but I don't have to curl my whole head of hair. If you use a curler, my hair looks lovely when I curl it, but it takes hours because there's so much of it, and you have to curl every bit of your hair, otherwise it looks weird, especially if your hair is as straight as mine and you've just got one random straight bit. This, you can easily get away with just doing the front and giving yourself a bit of shape, or just doing a couple of pieces throughout your hair. It gives you great volume. I feel like this would actually be even better for someone with shorter hair. It's very easy to use. Full disclosure, and not to be dramatic or anything, but the first time I used this, I was nearly killed, okay? I nearly lost my life. My husband was on a Zoom call, a very serious call, and I had to come down with this stuck in my hair because I thought I was going to die. But it turns out, it sounds like I'm trying to put you off this, but it turns out you can actually learn how to use it before you try. So who knew that you were supposed to use it, you know, as it's intended. So I was trying to use this like a tong, okay? I wrapped my whole head of hair around it, held it, and then tried to pull it out, which in hindsight, yeah, sure, you're all thinking, what a moron. I know, I hear you, I agree, I do, I agree. It's got all these teeth, don't do that. It got very tangled, all right? Very tangled. I thought we were gonna have to cut me loose, but it was okay in the end. My head remained attached to my body. It was all fine, and the next time I used it as intended, having watched a couple of videos, it was alarmingly easy. So you just literally take a section like this. Obviously it's not on right now, but you essentially would just wrap a hair around it and you just pull it through. And because it's got those teeth, it just kind of detangles and keeps the hair moving through the barrel. It doesn't damage your hair as much as like a wand or straighteners, because of the bristles kind of keep it moving and you're not holding it for hours. And it doesn't have settings. It's so simple. You just plug it in, you turn it on, it's ready to go in like seconds, a few seconds, and you can just give yourself a little bit of, you know, life or something shaping around the face. I'm definitely going to still keep playing with this, but I think I would die. Well, I would be a bit disappointed if I had got one now, because I already own one. But if I didn't own one and this was under my tree, I would be a very happy lady. There's a lot of background noise going on today, guys. I'm really sorry if you can hear it. I don't know if you'll be able to or not, but if you can, I'm sorry. Something else I don't own, but as soon as I saw this, I thought, what a great gift set. And this is from Fenty. This is the Trio. It is a cream blush, one of their cream blushes that lots of people love and rave about. It is their gloss, which I do own, that everybody loves, and it's in their original shade. And then one of their highlighters, their Diamond Bomb highlighters. Those three items in a set. I just think it's just a very simple, crowd-pleasing set, a good price. I think the colours of all these products are gorgeous, and they're real crowd pleasers. You know, everyone loves Fenty highlights. Everyone loves their cream blushes. The whole world raves about their glosses. So it's three of their best products in a handy little set in a lovely wearable shade. So I think you can't really go wrong with that one. A great stocking filler as well. Or if you have like teenagers, I know a lot of teenage girls are obsessed with Fenty these days, like the new MAC when I was a teenager. You know, you could always separate it out and gift them separately. I think that would be a great idea for that as well. Next up, Lisa Eldridge's gift sets. I mean, come on. The one that I bought, Blush, is now sold out, but all the other shades are still in stock again at the moment I'm filming this. So in this set, you get one of her new glosses, which you cannot buy separately. They are only available now in the kits. They sold out as individuals. You then get one of her lip liners and one of her lipsticks in a little set. All three of her formulas are to die for. The packaging, the fact that you get this little bag, this little pouch that is so beautiful. This is just a lovely gift. Again, anyone who loves Lisa, maybe you bought one of her kits and you'd love another one. Like a perfect thing to put on your gift list, I think. I always include a set from Benefit. I think Benefit do Christmas so well. They do brilliant sets and they always include their best products. The set that I think is my favorite, obviously they're all different sets. There are sets for smaller budgets, bigger budgets, brow sets, but this is my pick. It's the Cheers My Dears set. I just feel like it's got something for everyone. It's got all of like their kind of signature products, a mascara, a brow product, their bronzer, and I just think it just makes a perfect little set. You get to try something of everything, you know. Not that it's like quite a full face, but it's certainly getting there, isn't it? Certainly getting there towards a full face. An affordable price. There are much cheaper sets and there are more comprehensive sets, so you know you can totally tailor which set is for you. But a Benefit set, they're always packaged really cutely and they always include like their absolute signature best products, so there's no duds in these sets. Same thing goes for Beauty Blender. Every year I ask for a Beauty Blender set every year and it like sets me up for the year. I mean, it's not that beauty blenders are that exciting, but it's one of these things that we hate to buy because it's a boring thing to spend your money on, isn't it? It's not like buying a new eyeshadow palette or a new foundation or a new lipstick. It's a boring sponge, but I cannot live without it. I use a beauty blender like every time I do my makeup and I have to have them. So if you get a set, and I always choose the one that doesn't have any like crazy things, because Beauty Blender, they sometimes include some questionable things in their sets. So I always choose the set that is just sponges and soaps. And last year I got one with 2 sponges and 2 soaps and I'm still using the second sponge. I haven't had to buy one this year because of that set. A dream. So the set I'm picking is the So the set that I would recommend is the Master of the Beautyverse, which just includes the sponges, the cleanser, the solid cleanser, and a blender defender, which I do own, and it is way handier than you think just to store your beauty blender. It stops it getting minging in your what a great word. It stops it getting dirty or like wrecked if you put it in your makeup bag when you're traveling or anything like that. And I found I kept it in there while I was away, and I actually ended up not doing my makeup at all while I was away, and it kept it like moist. So sorry for saying that word, but it stopped it drying out the whole time. So yeah, I think that set is a great set for anyone who hates buying beauty blenders like me but still likes using them. Charlotte Tilbury, another brand that just nails Christmas every year. They nail it and you can't really go wrong. There are so many things that you could buy from Charlotte Tilbury. I just picked up her set that includes her Fire Rose palette and her mascara, which you guys know is my favourite at the moment. That little set is a great set if you're like me and you love the mascara, and that's a lovely little palette as a Christmas present. Again, very Christmassy with all the sparkle and the shades inside, very festive. So, you know, that's a great present. But the ultimate pick from Charlotte Tilbury, this vault, this Pillow Talk vault. Oh my God. I mean, I'm not buying this because I own almost everything in it. If you already own a lot of Charlotte Tilbury products, you'll probably be the same. You'll probably have all of these because these are really her signature. This is her signature line, Pillow Talk. Her palette, her blush, the lips. It's got everything Pillow Talk in it. But if you are just a dreamer and you just adore the brand but you don't own a huge amount from it, what, like the gift of your life, isn't it? And I actually won Charlotte Tilbury's advent calendar a couple of years ago. And my little boy played with the calendar itself, the empty calendar with all the drawers, for months afterwards. They're very sturdy, these things. You can actually use it, you know, have it on display or use it to store something like jewellery in it once you've got everything out. So I just think this is like a dream, an absolute dream. Like, imagine this being under your tree on Christmas Day. You can't go wrong. Again, at the point of filming this is like 10% off on Selfridges, which isn't a huge discount, but when it's this expensive, it's a £30 discount on this little number. So, you know, who knows, every little helps. Now, I know this is a controversial suggestion because I heard, I think it was the Beauty News duo, those wonderful women, these Australian women who have their Beauty News channel, who said that you shouldn't buy skincare for Christmas. It's like a rubbish gift to buy someone skincare. And I love getting skincare for Christmas or my birthday. I love it. Expensive, luxurious skincare that I don't have to then buy myself. That's a dream, a treat for me. I love it. But apparently that's like an unpopular opinion. So I don't know. But what I will say, if you're going to buy someone skincare, this set from Fresh, again, they've got a few different sets, but this one, because it's all masks, this feels like an extra treat of a gift because it's not like moisturizer or toner, which, yeah, I get, okay, it's not the most exciting. Because masks are like, you know, we can't go to spas at the moment, we can't get facials at the moment, so, you know, at home masks are where it's at. It's how we treat ourselves, it's self-care. So I think this set is lovely, and I've just like, everything from Fresh is just beautifully packaged, really luxurious, everything smells incredible. So any set from Fresh I think will go down a treat, but this one in particular, because it is all masks, and again, it's something that I don't love spending money on, face masks, because it's, you know, it's no eyeshadow palette, is it? But I do love using them, so it is a real nice treat for a gift. And lastly, but by no means leastly, these hampers from Harvey Nichols. Oh my god, I love a hamper. I love it. I love food hampers, I love champagne hampers, and I definitely love a makeup hamper. Now, again, depending on your personal preferences, there's a hamper for every appetite, for every treat, for every person. There are different hampers, and I feel like some of these have already sold out. There was one that no longer appears. I think it was called the luxury edit, that seems to have sold out. I don't know if more will come back or whatever, but there are a lot to choose from, and some of the best ones I've seen. The vegan edit is amazing. If you know someone who's vegan, who only uses vegan makeup, this is such a great pick of products. Again, there's numerous Fenty ones, different sizes, different budgets, which is always helpful. And then they have a Baccarat Rouge hamper, which before today, well, let's give it a moment, okay? Baccarat Rouge at this moment is like my signature fragrance, and they rarely do gifts like this for Baccarat Rouge. And so this is like my pick of all of the hampers. This would be it for me, like a glorious treat, very, very beautifully packaged in that gorgeous hamper. Any of these, depending on your preference, your budget, would be just such a beautiful gift for somebody under the tree. There is like something for every preference in here. Even if you go for a food one with bickies, who's going to complain? A hamper full of biscuits, wine, cheese. Can't go wrong. So there you have it. That is my very comprehensive Christmas gift guide for 2020. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you guys want for Christmas, what your dream Christmas list looks like in the comment section down below. I love a good nosy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.